Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rules. And alright, it's time to continue playing Asphalt 9 on Nintendo Switch, and today I'm doing another 1v1, this time for the Koenigsegg Regera. Oh yeah, this you're looking at right now is the first race of the 1v1. I'm skipping the showing you which versions of the cars were available and any of that, just to start straight up with the action. I think it's a bit more entertaining if we just start with a race. But yeah, I'm recording this at the very start, well, some days passed, or after a few days since the new grid rival season began, and in this season there's a special event for this car, for the Koenigsegg Regera, where you're able to get some extra blueprints and whatnot, which is gonna be useful because that may allow me to 6-star the car, or at least, at the very least 5-star it, and make some progress on the 6th one, or straight up 6-star. I don't know, I have to do some math to check it out. But I think because of that special event, they chose this car for this weekend's 1v1. Like I've explained a bunch of times, the Switch version has constant 1v1s every weekend, and that is pretty alright. You can only get credits from it, but I think it's precisely because in this version of the game you cannot get credits for doing ads after races and whatnot. So I think this is their way also to provide you with another way of getting credits. Although 250,000 isn't that much, but you can do that a few times during the weekend, so there is that. Alright, so our first race, no big issue, we got the W, so let's look for a second race. Now, in case you don't know, the Koenigsegg Regera in this game is a Class S car. I think it's like mid Class S. Maybe mid-low, like right in the middle, but in the lower end of the middle, I suppose, if that's one way of saying it. Jesus, that is one loud airplane, holy smokes. Anyway, and honestly, this is a car that I don't have a ton of experience with, because I do own the car, I have it at 4 stars, but the reality is that I have never really upgraded it, and I very rarely get to the Legend League, and at that point I just normally use the Chiron, because it's very late during the season when I get there, and I only do it to stay alive for a little bit. So I've been meaning to upgrade this thing and test it out, but like I said, at 4 stars I'm sure it can perform, but I just haven't really taken the time or wanting to spend the resources, because holy smokes, these cars are kind of expensive to upgrade. So yeah, my knowledge of this car, my experience with it is very limited, but from what I have driven it before, I can tell you that it's one of those comfortable type of cars that it's not incredibly finicky like the Trion Nemesis can be, or even the Koenigsegg Jesko, where it has insane top speed, but it's very difficult to build it up. This seems like a more stable type of car, and I appreciate it for it. And also, obviously, it's a pretty fast one. So yeah, it's definitely a thing that I want to upgrade, but like I said, I normally don't get very often to the Legend League, so I don't have much of a chance to use these Class S cars. But there we go, second W, let's take it. I keep saying that I wish they allow you to change the color of the car, because, man, it is just kinda, well, monotonous to see the same car for so many races with the exact same colors and all your opponents have the same colors. So that is kind of boring, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, overall, I am happy indeed that the Switch version continues to do these 1v1s, because in this way I have been able to drive some cars that normally I would not have access to. So that is kind of dope. Also to test, or rather to see, oh Jesus Christ, how the car overall may perform, because like I said, I have this car, but I really don't know how it performs at higher ranks, so this gives me a bit of an opportunity. Now, the rank of the car as it is right now is something like 4200, while I think that the Pro, well, whoa, no! Oh, come on, I was pressing the brake to cancel it. Oh boy, am I gonna lose this race? Seems likely. Wait, he went on the slightly longer route, so maybe I have an opportunity here. Come on, give me that top speed. That is the beauty of them Koenigsegg. The top speed tends to be pretty damn high. Alright, somehow I still pull through on this one. Jesus, but that was a terrible thing. I swear I was trying to cancel the spin, but it just didn't want to do it. Instead doubled down and fell on my roof. Okay, it's fine. Fortunately, it was early during the 1v1, so my opponent wasn't necessarily super experienced, and that allowed me to get a W. And by the way, here's a preview. This is a short video that I recorded just showing that. It's kind of like a screenshot of the two options that I got offered for the Koenigsegg Regera. You can see the left one being top speed with 455, and the right one being focused on handling. I went for the top speed because I think that the handling, it's not that important in a car that goes this fast and where you can probably drift comfortably enough. But I hope I don't regret that though. So as I've said a bunch of times, I really don't have a ton of experience with Class S races, But I think little by little I've been dipping my toes into it a bit more, and I've been able to notice indeed some difference of the cars in Class S. And like I was saying, I'm feeling that this is a much more stable car. Uh-oh, that was too high of a jump. I'm gonna take the left route and hope for the best. This car feels much more stable than, like I said, the Trion Nemesis or the Jesko. I have both of them, and they're very high-speed oriented. Granted, oh boy, the Trion Nemesis is slower than this car, but you know, it's a much easier to acquire car. Well, I say much easier, it's very grindy in a way, but anyway. But yeah, it is very, very fast for the low rank that it has and all of that. But yeah, it's kind of the same concept as the Jesko, where the top speed might be amazing or might be pretty good or whatever, but overall it's very difficult to build that top speed, and this car doesn't feel like that, at least not to me. Again, I might be talking out of my rear, because again, I don't have a ton of experience, but it reminds me a little bit to maybe the difference between something like in Class B, like the Apollo N, where you can have a ton of speed, but it's kind of difficult to get it going. And when you compare it to something, I don't know, like the Aston Martin, what is it? The one in Class B, high Class B? I don't remember the name. I think you know what I'm talking about. I hope so, at least. Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, that's the one that I was thinking about. That is not a super slow car, it's not as slow as something like the Corvette Grand Sport. Maybe it's not as agile, but it's still much more easier to handle overall. So that's kind of how I compare these cars. Some of them being very, very quick, but being way harder to make good use of it, than to something that is a bit easier overall, but maybe not as performant at the top end. I don't know, does that make sense? I think it does, but you will have to let me know in the comments. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, why don't you hit the like button? Please, do it for me, do it for the channel, do it for the algorithm. It helps, so please do so. But anyway, so yeah, I'm kind of curious to finally be able to drive this car. This is a car that I wanted to get in Asphalt 8 for a while, because it was relatively easy to upgrade back then. Nowadays, not so much. So if I cannot have it in Asphalt 8, at least I'll have it in Asphalt 9. Like I said, thanks to the special event, I'll be able to at the very least 5-star it. And if it goes well, I think it should be almost enough or just enough to 6-star it. We'll see. Either way, the blueprints for this car are relatively easy. Well, yeah, I would say relatively easy to get in the store, so long as you are at garage level 18. Oh, I think he wrecked where I almost did. That's some good luck. Oh yeah. So how many W's is this so far? 5. Okay. So if you're in a low garage level, obviously you hear me saying like, oh, garage level 18, you might be thinking, DBG, that's not easy to get. But eventually you get there, so long as you continue to play this game, right? But when you're at garage level 17, the blueprints for this car start appearing in the Legend store, but they're normally only sold for tokens, very rarely for credits. Now, when you reach the next level on the garage, the previous level blueprints start showing up more often for credits than they did before. So that means that by the time you reach garage level 18, the blueprints for this car will be, you know, not necessarily common, but you know, they won't be as rare as, for example, the blueprints for the other Legend Store car on Class S, the Bugatti Chiron, which is a fantastic car, but those blueprints are so incredibly rare to get for credits. And you know that I'm an advocate for never spending tokens on blueprints in this game, because you do that and that's how you run out of tokens, so you're never ready for something that requires a ton of tokens, right? So yeah, I like saving my tokens, and that's why I only buy blueprints for credits. So yeah, reaching level 18, garage level 18, oh boy, okay, that went kind of wrong, but okay. You start seeing these blueprints relatively often, and the Chiron, yeah, they're very, very rare for credits, but anyway. So it does seem to be a pretty good car. Like I said, it's very quick. In fact, I do believe that this is even faster than the Chiron, but again, the Chiron has other things like the handling. Well, the handling is kind of meh from what I remember, but the drifting is much better than the drifting of this thing. So there is that, and obviously the drift helps a lot in this game, so yeah. Alright, I think I'm flying through some of these races very comfortably, huh? I mean, like I've said a bunch of times, normally at the start of the tournament is when you get the easiest opponent. I mean, that's just how tournaments work, right? In the starting routes, you normally get matched against random people who may or may not be skilled, but the higher you climb in the tournament, well, the more skilled people that you're gonna be facing, because those are the ones that have already beaten another bunch of people. And this guy accelerated much faster than I did, but we're fine, we're catching up. Overall, it does seem that the game in the 1v1s does a pretty good job at giving you... Oh, good Jesus Christ! I'm okay, nothing happened, I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't panicking, you were panicking. But yeah, it seems that the game does a pretty good job at giving you offers of different type of cars. Like, hey, this is more focused on this stat, this is focused on the other one, and they seem to be relatively balanced. I don't think I have found a case that I can remember, at least, where I've been like, okay, that car is broken, why is that one so good? Normally it just tends to be that the other drivers are much better than I am, so, you know, one needs to be humble and accept when people are better than oneself. That is the only way in which one can come to grips. I don't know why I'm adding so much plural. Come to grips with, oh God, with your own failures. All right. I don't know where I was going with that whole speech, but there we go. That is W number 7. Yes. Am I wrong to think that there was maybe some time where 1v1s had different option of cars? I think I remember something like that in Global. Am I misremembering, guys? You'll have to let me know if you played the Global version. Because I think I remember that there was at some point like different cars, right? And that is where the paying tokens to see more options was actually very useful, to see if the game was suddenly gonna give you some crazy options or something. But I really am very unsure of that, so you'll have to let me know if I'm starting to imagine things or what's going on. All right, this guy is definitely driving better at this point. Damn, he even reached this place with a shockwave. That's some planning, man. All right, this might actually be my first L. He seems to be driving well. I mean, I'm not gonna give up though. I'm still gonna try, and if I can put up a decent fight, that'll be good enough. Now, it is not super usual for me to lose races in Osaka, not because I'm a great driver in Osaka or anything. It's just that it's more often that when I lose, it is in Himalayas. That's why it's my hated track for 1v1s. But, see, good driver, defeating me, and that is all right. Please crash. No, he didn't crash. Okay, fine. That is gonna be my first L. Let me delete this race so as to look that I didn't lose any. Okay, how do I delete here? I'm joking, okay? I'm joking. I'm not deleting anything, you know. I show you my W's, I show you my L's. It's all good. But I mean, most of these 1v1s I have won, and I think that has a little bit to do with a lot of people just going into them to farm. And, but yeah, from time to time I do get some crazy opponents that just destroy me. And you know what? Fair game to them. If they can beat my skills, they deserve that W. I say my skills as if they actually existed, but hey, it's fine. No. Whoa. I mean, haha, speed trick, totally on purpose, sure. Now, he didn't go for the jump. I find that one a little strange, but you know what? I don't think that helped me very much either, so it's okay. Oh my God, is that gonna be 2 L's in a row? What's wrong with me? Have I lost my touch? Am I becoming rusty? Maybe the Regera just doesn't love me. Maybe feels abandoned by the fact that I haven't driven it very much. And it's like, how dare you forget about me? I am here to help you in Class S races, and yet... Wait a second. Never mind, it's in a good mood. In the end, I won. Not an L. Beautiful. All right, so that is W8, I think? Yes, with 1 L, but you know, so far so good. So this means that we're already in the last quarter of these races, huh? Did I do math right? I think I did. But yeah, we're getting close to our final objective. And like I said a bunch of times, even if I don't manage to get all 12 W's, I still get some decent amount of credits from this whole thing. Oh no! I messed up. He's gonna catch up. I'm not trying to knock you down, buddy. I'm just trying to get some nitro, okay? Don't want you to think that I'm trying to be an a-hole. Yeah. Alright, somehow I still pulled through. Holy smokes. That was close. Yeah, I don't know why I just went and crashed into that truck. What's wrong with me? Oh, he wrecked! Alright. So long as I don't mess it up way too badly, I should be okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this And hope the nitro is just enough to keep... Yeah, there we go. Top speed. Beautiful. Well, almost top speed. And see, that is where the handling kind of matters, because low handling means that you lose the speed much faster when you're steering. So... But overall, it seems, except for Osaka maybe, I feel like most of these tracks tend to be very top speed oriented. So the difference of the 6 kilometers does matter, especially in Class S where the multiplier for using nitro, I think it's higher. Or I'm making stuff up. That's possible too. Okay, my math was wrong. This is the first race of the last quarter of this whole thing. Because it's 12 races, but this is race number 10. So it's still 10, 11, and 12. 3 more races. So yeah, this is the first of the last quarter. So let's see if we can pull it off. Now this is, like I said, where I'm going to be facing the more skilled opponents, which might just straight up destroy me. But at the same time, I'm still going to get a decent amount of credits for this, so it's alright. Now I wish I had some nitro when taking that jump, but oh well. Gonna hug the wall a little bit. Oh! What are you doing, buddy? No! 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 Oh no! That destroyed all of my speed, and now I'm doomed. Oh no! Alright, that's something else to keep in mind. If they mess it up too hard, they might slow you down without even trying to. That is very annoying. Ah, man. With that mess up he did, or whatever happened there, if I had avoided him, I would have been able to just pass him real quick. And considering that this takes a little bit to build the speed, this car takes a little bit to do so, I think it's very feasible that I would have been able to just stay ahead. But now, thanks to this oversight from my side, I am doomed, and I'm gonna lose Osaka again. Wait a second. Is this the second time I'm losing Osaka? Jesus Christ. And look at that. I almost caught up to him anyway. Ah, Jesus Christ. Alright. Where's that delete button for this? Delete. So at this point I can get 150,000 if I am to lose the third time. So yeah, I mean, I would at least prefer to get to the 11, because at that point it's 200,000, right? And at 12 is 250,000, but still 150,000 is not too bad. So let's go for it. Might as well. Oh boy, and it's the exact same person that just beat me in the previous race. That is sad. Because if he beats me, man, I'm gonna beat myself for letting him beat me again. There we go. Does that make sense? Probably not. It's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get a little bit of nitro for this jump. Not too high. Drift, do your thing. Beautiful. Built a little bit of speed over there. Now, I don't want to use nitro in this jump, but I'm gonna have to a little bit. Oh man, I was aiming to get some force variables. Oh no, no. Now, he didn't go for the jump. Lost a bunch of speed, but I think I'll make up for that over here. Oh, the drift! The drift betrayed me. This is it, boys. It's the end of the road. I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. And I'm catching up again to him. Jesus Christ. Well, you know, fair game. He played his game. I played mine. I lost. But at least I'm gonna get 150,000 from this with 11 W's. Not as good as I normally like to have my 12, but overall, I'm still gonna claim my reward. I'm not gonna spend 150,000, 150 tokens into that. So let me just get my stuff and be happy for it. Now, I don't know exactly when this video is coming out for you to watch it. That's why I had to start. Wait a second. Oh no! Oh, so I needed to win the next race in order to get the 150. Oh man, that's terrible. Oh well, 80,000 still. I mean, not a great payout, but yeah. So I don't know when exactly I am recording. Excuse me, I'm not exactly sure when you're watching this video, when I released it. But as it stands, the special event, like I said, it's already happening over here for the Koenigsegg Regera. This is being recorded a few days after the whole season began. And man, I hope that by the time you're watching this, I already made a video, because I'm just going to quickly say that, man, I'm so disappointed at some of the changes in this season. It's very annoying, especially the whole thing with MP2. But like I said, that's for a different video. For now, that's all. Thank you very much for watching. You know what to do. Hit the like button, all of that good stuff. Also, check these other videos where I did 1v1s. They tend to be fun. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. It's all good. But that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.